Howdy folks, Chuck here, Wynot Wander. It is Sunday morning, July 25, 2021. We are in Grand Island, Nebraska. Looks a lot like a truck stop, doesn't it? We're actually at Walmart. Just looking around here, trucks everywhere. There's the Walmart store. We did find a nice grassy island here in the parking lot. We put out our slide without interfering with anybody. Good place to walk the Mutley crew so they get their exercise, so I get mine. Kind of cloudy today. Well, not kind of. It's totally overcast, a little bit cooler. It's just about 9 o'clock Sunday morning. I got up a couple hours ago, or I don't know, 7 something. Temperature was about 71 degrees. Nice to have a little bit cooler weather. Slept with the windows open last night, which we try to do whenever we can. It's hot and muggy in Arkansas. It's nice to get a little bit cooler weather, drier weather. Not that the Platte River Valley in North Platte doesn't get some heat and humidity, but sometimes we get a little bit of break from it. We are at the Walmart on South Locust in Grand Island, traveling on Interstate 80. It's the middle exit. They got an east, a middle, and a west exit. West exit also for Hastings, Nebraska, a little bit south. Grand Island is the 3rd largest city in Nebraska. Omaha number 1, Lincoln number 2, Grand Island number 3. Hastings and North Platte, as I recall from years back, and I don't know if it's changed a lot or now. They used to swap back and forth for number 4. I remember when I lived in North Platte a few years back, slogan was "We're for North Platte." And that year, I think they're both between 25 and 30,000 now. It was just under 25 back then. So I've got a truck driver over here doing a little service. Now, sometimes realize this Walmart obviously allows overnight parking. It's quite popular with truckers. Mid-state Nebraska. Follows along the Platte River. Well, as far as Grand Island, then the river cuts north a little bit up towards Columbus. The interstates keep going east towards Lincoln. Then twist back a little bit north to Omaha. Big 5th wheel trailer over there. Now in the roadway, looking straight down here, I see a Class C RV. It's actually a little connector road. And just behind where it is, I don't know if you can really see it. It's kind of hard to see far away. Beyond it is a 5th wheel with their slide out over the grassy area there. We thought last night when we came in about 6 o'clock. Yesterday evening, came up from Lincoln after spending some time with son Scott. But anyway, it looked like they were having problems, but maybe they just had visitors and were staying there for the night. But they do allow overnight RV parking, obviously overnight truck parking, as with most Walmarts that allow it, in the outlot. Now, usually when we stayed here before, it kind of curves around here. There's a highway next door. We usually stay along that curb, grassy area, much like what I'm standing on, but this is kind of a main roadway going across right in front of me here, so, and a fire hydrant. But all those spots were full with 18-wheel trucks last night, so we kind of picked a spot in the middle. This truck that we're just behind here was here last night. Apparently he's in for an extended stay, but I noticed on his door, he's from Grand Island, so possibly, and I started commenting on this a minute ago, possibly he parks his truck here and then goes home for the night or for a few days or whatever. I don't know his schedule, but I'm just guessing. It's probably a local driver, and he's probably at his house. In fact, we've known drivers in some of our travels. We've met some guys. These are real nice people willing to visit a little bit. It's actually a Walmart driver, and I'm thinking it was in Florida somewhere. Doesn't really matter where, but He was a Walmart driver. He was from that town. He would keep a car at the Walmart parking lot while he was out driving, and when he came in, he'd leave his truck and, of course, way out of the way, drive his car home, spend some time with his family in between runs. So I think that's probably what's happening with this guy here. So plenty of room for everybody. They welcome overnight stays. As always, we go into Walmart, spend a few dollars. Yesterday we actually spent almost $100. Got some supplies, a couple extra pillows. My pillows were wearing out. I wanted some new pillows, and with my recent gallbladder surgery, one of my incisions, I like to lay up against a pillow, kind of prop my body, and one of my incisions had leaked a little bit. Got a little bit bloody, and Miss Linda decided we should just throw that pillow away and get some new ones. So I bought a couple new pillows and just some general supplies. So anyway, this is where we are now. We're going to make our way west. Plan on stopping in North Platte, which is about 150 miles, give or take, west up Interstate 80 from here. Have lunch with some friends, then another 120 miles beyond that. No, excuse me, another 100 miles beyond that, about 250 from here-ish. This is where son Adam and the new grandbaby live. So Miss Linda's anxious to go see that new grandbaby. We're just about to get on the road here. We've had breakfast. I have found on my recent gallbladder surgery, kind of got to watch what I eat a little bit. Of course, I should have been watching more before, and maybe I wouldn't have noticed it was getting bad, but it felt like I was getting backaches, but it didn't really affect my range of motion or what I could do at all. So Miss Linda, being a former radiology tech, had diagnosed I probably had a gallbladder going bad, and depending on my diet, how much it would act up. And that apparently feels like backaches, kind of gets between your shoulder blades. Noticed the most getting up in the morning, but also depending on what I ate. Now, I've noticed the last couple of days, if I eat cheese, I get a stomach ache. Almost feels like my incisions are acting up. But my incision's doing real good. I got 4 little poke holes where they went in arthroscopically, get my bladder out. One of them, they go through your belly button, or they went through my belly button, and it has bruised. I have a purple belly button. When I showed my son yesterday, he said, "Oh, tie-dye." So yeah, kind of purple and yellow. It's getting much better. I feel much better. My backaches are gone, but I did notice a couple nights ago I had a few pieces of cheese and crackers, and boy, I had a stomach ache. I thought I was regressing with my recovery, but just died apparently. So last couple mornings I've just had oatmeal with a very little bit of low-fat milk and some craisins, dried cranberry. Gives a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of chewiness, really brightens the dish up a little bit. So anyway, combining my walk around with the video, we've been getting kind of dirty on the road again. You know, it's hard to believe I washed this just before we left. We bought a power washer a year or so ago. Washed everything, washed the motorcycle. The car especially now, road grime and whatnot. A little bit of rain here and there. Looks like it might get some rain today, but you know, on the interstate that never washes anything off. It just gets more grime on everything. Sydney has a nice little truck wash. We're probably going to stay at the Cabela's campground. Of course, it's owned by Brass Pro now. They still operate it as Cabela's in Sydney, Nebraska. Across the road, there's a truck wash where I'll get that washed again, spruce it up a little bit. We're going to stay there 4 or 5 days. I'm not sure exactly. Linda wants to spend some time with the new grandbaby. They also have 2 other kids. One of them has a 4-H horse project going on. She's a bit older. I think she's about 9 now. Does that sound right? Probably is. They grow up so fast. But anyway, Linda's agreed to help shuttle her around to County Fair next week. She's going to be showing and riding her horse in some competitive events. Miss Linda and her daughter Kelly Used to do that years ago. So Linda's going to help out with Miss B, if any of you have seen her in some of our previous videos. And grandson Hudson's up there also, 2.5 years old now. Spend some time with him. And Linda just loves them kids to death. Of course, you know how grandmas are. So anyway, we're going to hit the road, get on up towards North Platte, lunch with friends, Sydney by evening. And I've done video on the Cabela's campground up there before. I'm sure I'll do some more. It's a regular full hookup campground right adjacent to the big Cabela's store, which was Cabela's world headquarters when they were a self-owned company. Now Bass Pro has taken over. They do still operate that one as Cabela's, but they no longer have quite as many employees in the town of Sydney, because Bass Pro, as many of you probably know, is headquartered in Springfield, Missouri. We came through there a couple days ago. Springfield's on our route, then Kansas City. Then we get in Nebraska and head west on 80. So for now, thanks for watching. Be safe, have a great day. Looks like we have one person watching. I'm not set up for comments or anything on this. It's just a quick live stream video on my iPhone. I do have a stabilizer for it, which makes things pretty smooth as I move things around. Keeps it steady so it don't have the jerkiness of a handheld phone. So anyway, once again, be safe, have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.